we're excited to give you guys a little winter walkthrough of the farm today. We've got 23 acres here. We're not growing a lot right now, but we have a lot going on the farm. We are doing all sorts of infrastructure projects. We've got sheds going up, fence being built. We're kind of moving land around and getting our roads cleared and ready, and there's projects in every direction. So as we go, you'll get to see some of those.
This here is our hen area. It has been this year. And so you can see the hens are out here scratching around in the dirt. We built the chicken tractor this year, which I think most of you have probably seen on a previous episode. But we moved that throughout here. This is probably a third of an acre, I'm guessing. We thinned this out. It used to be thick forest back here. We're going for a silvopasture. We're trying to get 50% light, 50% shade so that we can grow grasses, but still maintain tree cover, which is good for the birds, it's good for the ecology and everything else. Next year, we feel like we'll probably be able to raise our chickens. We've got about 160 laying hens here, just on this third acre. We'll probably just rotate them through, let the grass grow up, come back, move the tractor, and they'll have new spotted ground to fertilize and new grass to eat.
Yeah, so we've got a couple buildings here. The one behind us is just storage right now. It possibly could function as an animal building at some point. And then off to this side, we have a chicken coop that has our original flock of 11 birds now, I think. And then where we put the chicks when we first got our chickens. So they were in this building here. Okay, we're gonna cross the driveway onto the market garden.
One of the infrastructure projects we've got going on this winter is building the roads that help service the farm, because come February, March, when you get lots of thawing and freezing and thawing and freezing, and then the rains from the springtime, it gets really soupy out here. So these roads are giving us year-round access to the farm. We can bring a tractor in here, we can bring in compost, we can bring in mulch, top dress our beds in the springtime, and get our production started.
Off to our right here, we have our bees. And then our field blocks start. So this is field block 1 here with the tunnel behind us. Moving down our new road here, we've got our second cat tunnel and field block. On the right side here, we have our material bins. This is a new spot for us. And it's really great to have a place where dump trucks can come and they can drop off a load of mulch or a load of compost.
This year we've built a total of 5 field blocks. The first 2 are the tunnels and the asparagus. This was our third. We just got this under cover crop a couple weeks ago. The fourth was built probably sometime in September, and then and was under production. We actually grew stuff in this field block this year, and then just last week we built field block number 5. So on the edge of our market garden here is this really beautiful silver maple. We love this tree. It's been here a long time. We've taken a lot of effort to make sure we don't disrupt the root systems. Like you can see the bobcat there is going the long way around the silver maple just to make sure that we don't get into the drip line and the root systems there. We view this as a nice open area where we can come and have events or just a nice spot to relax, picnic table under the tree and have a lunch, that kind of thing.
Yeah, good gathering spot for the farm.
Yes. We just got done with the first row of field blocks. This behind us is going to be the second row of field blocks and production area. There was a shed here this morning, and that's actually been moved. It's in the middle of where we want one of our field blocks to be, so we've picked this up and we're moving it to the other side of the farm, where it'd still be handy to store all of our tools and stuff, but it's not in the way of our production area, not in the way of our hospitality area.
So we're gonna take a quick walk over to where that new shed is being placed. It is on the opposite side of our market garden. So behind us is our new shed. We're gonna use this for storing all kinds of materials. We've got sandbags, we've got tools, we've got tarps, we've got netting.
Walk behind tractor.
There's so much stuff on the farm.
Like it's a hot mess over there right now. It's just an absolute cluster. So we're excited to not only move it, but also reorganize it. That's going to be part of it. Also right here, we've got space for 2 96-foot high tunnels, 30 foot wide. So twice as wide as our current high tunnels. and they will run almost the full length of this road here. And that's going to be a massive boost to our production space. In addition to that, and we've talked about this in the past, but we've built an 8-foot deer fence all the way around the market garden area. We really wrestled with this. We didn't want it to feel like a prison, you know, with like razor wire and 12-foot fences, but the deer were just demolishing us. And so we've built a fence that we hope will be transparent, that you just kind of lose it in the landscape and you won't even know it's there, but it will be effective at keeping the deer out and helping us keep our production up. So that's a wrap for the market garden. We're gonna head back over to Judy's place and we'll show you what we got going on over there.
We're excited about this area behind us. So we have Judy's house that we want to repurpose and use for some other things. And then we are building a really awesome wash pack and farm stand.
So you can see we've started on the footings and the foundation for the wash pack. And then this big clay pad that you see back here is actually where our greenhouse goes. So we're building a somewhere between 5,000 and 6,000 square foot greenhouse.
Big greenhouse. That's going to give us year-round production, an amazing place to start all of our seeds in January and open up some things to grow that we wouldn't have otherwise. Maybe some lemon trees and limes that don't winter over here.
We love Mexican food, and it's hard to like make your own salsa all from the farm if you don't have a lime tree. So lime trees, it's on the list for sure. Okay, should we head over to the pond?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Roughly 2-acre pond. We have about 15 acres of watershed that comes down this ravine here. Cleared this out months ago and then had to move on to some other projects like roads and building pads and stuff like that. But we're excited to come back to it, put the dam in place, and decide on the final shape of how this area is going to work. It's still a little up in the air, but it should be a really unique feature over here on the west end of Tuckaway. Also, it's a great feature for kids. You know, we want Tuckaway to be a place where families can come, and we're hoping to make a really cool swimming pond, like a pond that kids just can't not get in and swim, right? That's the idea.
Behind us is a big, very red.
More red than we expected
More
it
red
to be.
than we expected.
Yeah.
Barn. This is going to be our animal experience, and this is fun. Also scary because animals are a lot of work, but having animals on the farm is really important to us.
And kids love animals, right? And so when you bring your family to a farm, I think having that experience where you can go and interact and feed and pet and touch and be with animals is really magical for kids. It certainly is for ours. And so we're excited to provide that experience for others too, who maybe don't get it on a regular basis. I think sometimes we take that for granted, just the joy of being around animals all the time and every day.
It's true. We do have one more thing to show you. We want to show you the hill we have our pigs on.
And then maybe the shop too.
Welcome to our pig sanctuary.
These guys live on the north slope behind our barn up there. And we move these guys every couple of weeks so they have fresh spot to forage. We've got roughly 3 acres up here that forms our pig pasture. It's way more than we need for these guys. I think eventually with 2 sows, we do have a second sow that's coming. With 2 sows dropping 2 to 3 litters a year, we can probably have 30 to 40 pigs, raise 30 to 40 pigs a year on this 3 acres and have a rotational grazing pattern and have plenty of space for everybody. And have it be a really healthy system that's good for the forest, good for the grasses that are going to grow once we thin this out a little bit, and great for the pigs for foraging. We didn't think that maybe having pigs this close to our house was such a good idea. Originally we thought, we're going to put the pigs way over on the west side, and then out of convenience sake we moved them here because we feed them every single morning and every single night.
Yeah.
But it's been a joy. Like, they don't smell because we rotate them. They know us really well and they're very comfortable around us. Hi guys. And it's been fun for our kids too. So we love pigs. Pigs have been fun and joyful.
We are standing in our 2024 seed starting station, which is actually in a 3-story workshop. So this is the middle floor. In the basement, you've probably seen some footage and video of us. We have our wash pack down there right now.
It's also where the tractor is, and side by side is down there.
Feed.
Yeah, all of our feed.
We've also upstairs, we have a big, beautiful open room that we've been hosting a few events really well.
Yeah, our Grow Nourish Thrive event was a huge hit, which was a lot of fun to have everybody here. I think we are going to open that space up for rentals as well. So if you've got a corporate event where you want to be on farm, we've got about 1,500 square feet upstairs that we use for that. It's a gorgeous space. This is like our midwinter oasis though, because we can close this door, we can crank up the heat, we can turn on the tunes, and we can be in here soil blocking and seeding and getting our seed starts and transplants going while it's snowy and icy outside, and our family can be in here just jamming away.
Thanks for joining us on our tour today, and it'll change quickly.
It's been a busy 9 months, and we've got a lot more ahead of us. So stay tuned. We'll try to keep you informed as we move along and continue to build Tuckaway in 2024. Happy New Year.